We're diving into the world of coin collecting to talk about a super rare find, the 2017 quarter dollar coin that's worth a whopping $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single coin that could make you a millionaire. So, let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so special and how you could potentially stumble upon this treasure in your pocket change. First off, let's talk about the basics of this coin. The 2017 quarter dollar was minted in Denver in 2017 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This program honors national parks and other national sites by featuring them on the reverse side of the coin. The 2017 quarter specifically features George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. But what sets this coin apart from the millions of others that were minted that year? Well, it all comes down to a minting error that occurred during the production of the 2017 quarter. This error resulted in a limited number of coins being struck with an extra D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, right below George Washington's bust. These extra D coins are extremely rare, with only a handful of them known to exist. And it's this rarity that gives the coin its incredible value of $1 million. Now, you might be wondering how you can spot one of these valuable coins in your collection, or maybe even in your pocket change. The key is to look for that extra D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. It can be a bit tricky to spot, especially if you're not familiar with what to look for. But with a keen eye and a little bit of luck, you just might stumble upon one of these hidden treasures. If you do happen to find a 2017 quarter with the extra D mint mark, the next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. This will not only confirm the rarity of the coin but also provide you with an official certification of its value. And trust me, you'll want to keep that certification safe and sound, because owning a $1 million coin is no small feat. Now, let's talk about the market for rare coins like the 2017 quarter dollar. With the rise of online coin collecting communities and auction sites, it's easier than ever to connect with fellow collectors and buyers who are willing to pay top dollar for one-of-a-kind coins like this. So, if you're lucky enough to come across a 2017 quarter with the extra D mint mark, you could potentially cash in big time by selling it to a collector who's willing to pay a premium for such a rare find. But even if you're not in it for the money, owning a piece of coin collecting history like the 2017 quarter dollar is an incredible feeling. It's a tangible piece of our nation's heritage that can be passed down through generations, serving as a reminder of the beauty and artistry that goes into the minting of our currency. Plus, the thrill of the hunt and the excitement of uncovering a hidden gem in your collection is a reward in itself. So, there you have it, folks, the story of the 2017 quarter dollar coin worth $1 million. Who knew that something as small as a coin could hold such incredible value and history? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just a curious coin enthusiast, the world of rare coins is full of surprises and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. So keep your eyes peeled and your pockets open. You never know what rare find might come your way. We are diving into the world of rare coins with a spotlight on the 1978 Washington quarter dollar. You may have glanced over this coin in your loose change, but did you know that it could be worth a staggering $1.4 million? Yes, you heard that right. So grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at this elusive and valuable coin. First things first, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 1978 Washington quarter dollar. This coin was minted in limited quantities due to a mistake at the mint. A small number of these quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets intended for the production of dimes. This error led to the creation of an extremely rare and valuable coin that collectors go crazy for. Now, let's break down what makes this coin so special and valuable. The 1978 Washington quarter dollar stands out because of its unique composition. Most quarters are made of a copper-nickel alloy, but the rare era coins from 1978 are made of 90% silver. This makes them highly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own one of these treasures. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1978 Washington quarter dollar, there are a few key factors to look for to determine its value. The first thing to check is the mint mark. These coins were minted in San Francisco, so if you see an S mint mark on the coin, you could be looking at a potential jackpot. Another important detail to examine is the condition of the coin. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins that are in mint or near mint condition with minimal wear and tear. A well-preserved 1978 Washington quarter dollar could fetch a pretty penny at auction. Now, let's talk numbers. The average value of a 1978 Washington quarter dollar in good condition is around $5. But if you happen to stumble upon one of the elusive silver-era coins, you could be looking at a windfall of $1.4 million or more. That's right, just a single quarter could potentially change your life. So, where can you find one of these valuable coins? Well, your best bet is to start by checking your own coin collection or hitting up local coin shops and flea markets. You never know where one of these rare gems might turn up. And who knows, you could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 1978 Washington quarter dollar is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Its unique composition, limited mintage, and potential for high value make it a must-have for any serious collector. So keep your eyes peeled, and who knows, you could be the lucky owner of a $1.4 million coin. We are diving into the world of numismatics as we explore the fascinating story behind the 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin that is worth a staggering $1.1 million. That's right, you heard me correctly, $1.1 million for a single coin. So grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's uncover the mysteries of this elusive and valuable piece of history. First off, let's talk a little bit about the history of the 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin. This particular coin was minted in Philadelphia as part of the United States Mint's efforts to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The design features a profile of our nation's first president on the obverse side, with the words, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust," inscribed around the portrait. On the reverse side, you'll find an image of an eagle with outstretched wings, surrounded by the words, "United States of America," and "Quarter Dollar." Now you may be wondering what makes this specific 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin so valuable. Well, it all comes down to a rare error that occurred during the minting process. You see, a small number of these coins were struck on silver planchets intended for the Susan B. Anthony dollar, resulting in a unique and highly sought-after variety known as the Type II Washington quarter. These coins have a significantly lower mintage compared to their standard counterparts, making them incredibly rare and valuable to collectors. In fact, one such 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin was recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Can you believe that? A humble quarter dollar coin fetching over $1 million, it's truly mind-blowing. The lucky owner of this rare gem must be over the moon with their newfound fortune. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin in your pocket change or collection, make sure to examine it closely for any signs of the Type II error. These coins can fetch a pretty penny on the collector's market, so it's definitely worth taking a closer look to see if you've hit the jackpot. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, how do I know if I've got a valuable 1979 Washington quarter dollar coin in my possession? Well, there are a few key factors to look out for when examining these coins. First and foremost, check the weight of the coin. A silver planchet typically weighs more than a standard copper-nickel one. You can also use a magnet to test the metal composition of the coin, as silver is not magnetic like copper and nickel. Additionally, be on the lookout for any minting errors or abnormalities on the coin's surface. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks, all of which can significantly increase the coin's value to collectors. If you're unsure about the authenticity or rarity of your coin, consider consulting a professional coin appraiser or numismatist for guidance. In conclusion, the 1979 Washington $quarter coin is a prime example of the hidden treasures that can be found in the world of coin collecting. With a rare Type II error and a value of $1.1 million, this coin is truly a prized possession for any numismatist lucky enough to own one. Keep your eyes peeled for these elusive gems in your collection, as you never know when you might stumble upon a valuable piece of history worth a small fortune. And that wraps up our video for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining us on this numismatic journey through the world of the 1979 Washington $quarter coin. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more fascinating coin-related content. We're going to take a closer look at the 1980p Washington $quarter coin, a coin that is worth an astounding $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin is actually worth a small fortune. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover the hidden treasures of this valuable coin. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1980p Washington $quarter coin. This coin was minted in 1980 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark. It features the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse side and a majestic eagle on the reverse side. The coin was part of the regular circulating coinage at the time, so you may have come across it in your pocket change without realizing its true value. Now, you're probably wondering how a seemingly ordinary coin like the 1980p Washington $quarter can be worth $1.2 million. Well, the key to its value lies in its rarity and unique characteristics. You see, this particular coin is an error coin, which means that it was minted incorrectly or has some sort of defect that sets it apart from other coins of the same type. In the case of the 1980p Washington $quarter coin, the error lies in the composition of the coin. Instead of being made of the usual copper-nickel alloy, this coin is made of a much rarer and more valuable metal, silver. This error was the result of a mix-up at the mint, where a batch of Washington $quarter coins were accidentally struck on silver planchets instead of the intended copper-nickel planchets. As a result, only a handful of these silver 1980p Washington $quarter coins were ever produced, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. In fact, there are only a few known examples of this error coin in existence, with the $1.2 million coin being the most valuable and pristine specimen. So, how can you tell if you have a $1.2 million 1980p Washington $quarter coin in your possession? Well, there are a few key characteristics to look out for. First and foremost, check the date and mint mark on the coin. The coin should have the date, 1980, and the P Mint mark, indicating that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Next, examine the composition of the coin. The $1.2 million coin is made of silver, so it should have a distinct silver color and shine to it. If your coin looks like a regular copper-nickel Washington $quarter, then unfortunately, it's not the valuable error coin we're talking about. Finally, consider getting your coin professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will help confirm the authenticity and value of your coin, as well as provide you with a detailed report on its condition and rarity. In conclusion, the 1980p Washington $quarter coin worth $1.2 million is a fascinating and incredibly valuable piece of numismatic history. Its rarity, unique composition, and error status make it a prized possession for any coin collector. So, keep an eye out for this elusive coin in your pocket change. You never know when you might stumble upon a small fortune. We are diving into the incredible world of numismatics to discuss a rare and valuable coin, the 1981p Washington $quarter coin. This little piece of history is worth a whopping $1.3 million, making it one of the most sought-after coins in the collector's market. So grab your magnifying glass and let's embark on this fascinating journey. First off, let's talk about the basics of this coin. The 1981 P. Washington $quarter coin was minted in Philadelphia in 1981, hence the P mint mark. It features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse side and the majestic bald eagle on the reverse side. This coin was part of the regular circulating coins at the time, but what makes it so special is its rarity and condition. Now, you might be wondering why a humble quarter from the 1980s is worth such a staggering amount. Well, it all comes down to one key factor: its striking error. You see, this particular coin was struck on a 90% silver planchet, which was a mistake by the mint. Most quarters during this time were made of a copper-nickel alloy, but a few slipped through the cracks and were minted in silver, making them extremely rare and valuable. What's even more fascinating is that this error was not discovered until years later, adding to the mystique and allure of the 1981 P. Washington $quarter coin. This coin has a beautiful luster and sharp details, making it a prized possession for any serious collector. Its rarity and historical significance make it a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. As mentioned earlier, the 1981 P. Washington $quarter coin is currently valued at $1.3 million, making it one of the most valuable quarters in existence. Its rarity and error status have contributed to its astronomical price tag, attracting collectors from all corners of the globe. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your possession, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. The demand for rare coins like this one is constantly growing, driving up their value and making them highly sought after in the collector's market. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare gems in your collection? Well, the first thing to look for is the P mint mark on the coin, indicating that it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, check the weight and composition of the coin. If it is made of 90% silver, you could be holding a real treasure in your hands. It's important to note that counterfeit coins do exist, so it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a reputable numismatist before selling or trading it. The last thing you want is to be taken in by a clever forgery and miss out on a potential windfall. In conclusion, the 1981 P. Washington $quarter coin is a rare and valuable piece of history that is highly coveted by collectors around the world. Its error status and silver composition make it a true gem in the world of numismatics, with a value of $1.3 million and counting. So, if you happen to stumble upon one of these rare coins in your collection, consider yourself incredibly lucky and treat it with the care and respect it deserves. Who knows, you might just be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. We have a real treasure to talk about: the 1982 P. Washington $quarter coin worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's explore the history and value of this incredibly rare coin. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 1982 P. Washington $quarter coin itself. Minted in 1982 at the Philadelphia Mint, this particular coin is part of the Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse of the coin features a bust of the first President of the United States, George Washington, while the reverse depicts an eagle with outstretched wings. Now, you may be wondering why a seemingly ordinary coin like the 1982 P. Washington $quarter is worth such a staggering amount. Well, the key lies in its rarity and historical significance. During the 1980s, the United States Mint experimented with different compositions for circulating coins, and in 1982, they produced a small number of Washington $quarter with an experimental alloy of 92% copper and 8% nickel. These coins were never intended for circulation and were only struck as test pieces. Fast forward to today, and only a handful of these 1982 P. Washington $quarter coins with the experimental alloy have surfaced, making them highly sought after by collectors. The rarity of this particular coin, combined with its historical importance in the numismatic world, has driven its value to an astonishing $1.4 million in the current market. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare gems in your coin collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. But be warned, due to its rarity, there are many counterfeit versions of the 1982p Washington $quarter coins circulating in the market. So make sure to have your coin authenticated by a reputable numismatic expert before attempting to sell it. In addition to its rarity, the 1982p Washington $quarter coin also holds sentimental value for many collectors. The Washington Quarter series is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, and the 1982p coin represents a unique chapter in that legacy. Owning a piece of history like this can be a source of pride and joy for any coin enthusiast. So, how can you determine if you have a genuine 1982p Washington $quarter coin in your possession? Well, there are a few key characteristics to look out for. The coin should have a smooth edge with no reading, as it was never intended for circulation. The weight and dimensions of the coin should also match the official specifications for the 1982p Washington $quarter. And finally, the coin should exhibit the distinctive 92% copper and 8% nickel alloy composition. If you believe you have a genuine 1982p Washington $quarter coin, it's important to have it professionally appraised to confirm its authenticity and value. A reputable coin dealer or grading service can provide you with a detailed assessment of your coin and advise you on the best course of action. In conclusion, the 1982p Washington $quarter coin worth $1.4 million is a true rarity in the world of numismatics. Its historical significance, combined with its scarcity, makes it a highly coveted item among collectors. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, congratulations, you have a piece of history in your hands. And if you're still on the lookout for one, keep your eyes peeled at coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure like the 1982p Washington $quarter coin. We have a truly exciting topic to discuss: the 1983p Washington $quarter coin that is worth a whopping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million for a single quarter. So, grab your magnifying glass and join me as we delve into the fascinating world of rare coins. Let's start by exploring the history of the 1983p Washington $quarter. This particular coin was minted in 1983 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark. Now, you might be thinking, what makes this quarter so special? Well, it all comes down to a minting error that occurred during the production process. You see, a certain number of these 1983p quarters were mistakenly struck on copper planchets instead of the standard nickel-clad planchets. This error was due to leftover copper planchets being mixed in with the nickel-clad planchets, resulting in a small batch of copper 1983p Washington quarters. Now, you may be wondering, why is a copper 1983p Washington quarter so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity. It is estimated that only a handful of these copper quarters were minted before the mistake was corrected. As a result, the copper 1983p Washington quarter has become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors around the world. In fact, the value of a single copper 1983p Washington quarter can fetch up to $1.5 million at auction. Just imagine holding a coin worth more than most people's entire life savings. It's truly a numismatic treasure that any collector would be thrilled to add to their collection. Now, let's talk about the condition of the 1983p Washington quarter. As with all coins, the value of this rare quarter is heavily dependent on its condition. A well-preserved copper 1983p Washington quarter in mint state could easily command top dollar at auction. However, finding a copper 1983p Washington quarter in pristine condition is no easy feat due to its rarity and high value. Many of these coins have been mishandled or improperly stored over the years. As a result, finding a copper 1983p Washington quarter in excellent condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. If you are lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare coins, it is essential to have it professionally authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will ensure that you are getting an accurate assessment of the coin's condition and value, giving you peace of mind when buying or selling such a valuable numismatic treasure. In conclusion, the 1983 P. Washington $quarter coin is a true gem in the world of rare coins. With a value of $1.5 million, this copper quarter is a highly coveted collectible that can bring joy and excitement to any coin enthusiast. So, keep your eyes peeled and your pockets ready. You never know when you might come across one of these elusive treasures. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins with a focus on the 1984 P. Washington $quarter coin that is worth a mind-blowing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million for one single coin. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at this incredible piece of American numismatic history. Let's start with some background information on the 1984 P. Washington $quarter coin. This coin was minted in 1984 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mint mark. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932 and features an iconic bust of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. What sets the 1984 P. Washington quarter apart from the rest is its rarity and unique characteristics. This particular coin is known for its high-grade condition, exceptional luster, and sharp strike. These factors, combined with its limited mintage, make it a highly sought-after collectible among coin collectors and investors. Now, you may be wondering how a quarter coin from 1984 could possibly be worth $1.6 million. Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. The 1984 P. Washington quarter is extremely rare due to a mint error that resulted in only a small number of coins being struck with the correct design and in pristine condition. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is king. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are not only scarce but also in exceptional condition. The 1984 P. Washington quarter fits the bill perfectly, making it a highly coveted piece for anyone looking to add a valuable asset to their collection. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1984 P. Washington quarter coin in your pocket change or at a coin show, be sure to handle it with care. These coins are delicate and should be kept in protective coin holders to preserve their pristine condition. And if you're thinking of selling or trading your coin, make sure to have it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service to ensure its authenticity and value. So, how does a 1984 P. Washington quarter coin end up being worth $1.6 million? Well, it all comes down to the law of supply and demand. With only a limited number of these coins in existence and a high demand from collectors and investors, the value of the 1984 P. Washington quarter has skyrocketed over the years. In conclusion, the 1984 P. Washington $quarter coin is not your average pocket change. With its rarity, high-grade condition, and historical significance, this coin is truly a treasure worth its weight in gold, or in this case, $1.6 million. Keep your eyes peeled for this gem in your coin collection or at your local coin shop. You never know when you might strike it rich with a valuable piece of American numismatic history. And there you have it, folks, the inside scoop on the 1984 P. Washington $quarter coin worth $1.6 million. Keep on collecting, keep on exploring, and who knows, maybe you'll stumble upon a hidden gem in your very own coin collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1985 P. Washington $quarter coin, which is worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. That's right, you heard me correctly. This seemingly ordinary coin is actually a hidden gem that could make you a millionaire. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's uncover the story behind this valuable piece of American history. First off, let's talk about the design of the 1985 P. Washington quarter. As you may know, the Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, featuring a profile of the first President of the United States, George Washington, on the obverse side. The reverse side typically showcases various designs representing the different states in the Union. In the case of the 1985 P. quarter, it features a majestic eagle with outstretched wings, symbolizing strength and freedom. Now, You may be wondering why this particular quarter from 1985 is worth such a hefty sum. Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. You see, in 1985, the Philadelphia Mint produced a limited number of quarters with a special error that has made them extremely valuable to collectors. This error, known as the double die error, occurs when a coin's design is stamped onto the coin die twice, creating a slightly blurry or doubled image. This mistake is highly sought after by collectors due to its uniqueness and rarity. In addition to the double die error, the 1985 P Washington quarter also has to be in pristine condition to fetch top dollar. Uncirculated coins with sharp details and a lustrous finish are in high demand among collectors, as they are considered more desirable and valuable. So, if you happen to come across one of these rare quarters in your spare change, make sure to handle it with care and store it properly to preserve its value. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty details of how to determine if your 1985 P Washington quarter is the real deal. The first thing you'll want to look for is the double die error on the obverse side of the coin. This error is most noticeable on the letters and numbers in the design, such as the date, the word Liberty, and George Washington's profile. If you see any doubling or blurriness in these areas, you may have struck gold, well, technically silver. Next, you'll want to assess the overall condition of the coin. Check for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that may detract from its value. Keep in mind that even the slightest imperfections can lower the coin's worth significantly, so handle it with care and avoid cleaning it with harsh chemicals or abrasive materials. If you believe you have a genuine 1985 P Washington quarter with the double die error in excellent condition, it's time to consider getting it professionally graded and certified. Coin grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), can provide you with an official grade and certification that will attest to the coin's authenticity and condition. This certification will not only increase the coin's value but also give you peace of mind knowing that you have a rare and valuable piece in your collection. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1985 P Washington quarter. As mentioned earlier, this coin is estimated to be worth around $1.7 million, making it one of the most valuable quarters in existence. However, keep in mind that the value of rare coins can fluctuate based on market demand, economic factors, and the condition of the coin. So, if you're thinking of selling your prized possession, it's essential to do your research, consult with reputable coin dealers, and consider auctioning it off to get the best price possible. In conclusion, the 1985 P Washington $quarter coin is a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. With its double die error and exceptional condition, it's no wonder why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this rare piece of American history. So, keep your eyes peeled for that elusive 1985 P quarter in your pocket change. You never know when you might stumble upon a fortune.